Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back. Today we want to play a few best of 3 matches. 1-2 maybe with the new Purrely deck. We will get this in a few days in Master Duel. Obviously we are not quite sure which version we will be able to play. Whether we will get the full version, which includes the Purrely Noir, which is now the best opportunity or the best chance you have to get a lot of material under your Purrely cards and make a big Purrely Noir. Or if we will get the second wave package, which will mean that we won't get the Noir. In that case we would make our first turn plays with the Purrely Plump. Could also be the case that we don't even get the second wave, which means we don't get the Purrely and we don't get the Purrely Sleepy Memory. Then I think that the deck should not be played at that moment, but we will have to see. Let's just hop right into some best of threes. Obviously we are playing with a side deck here over on Dueling Nexus, and I will explain to you what difference the different waves make. So I will explain to you what we can expect from the deck if we will get the Purrely, the Purrely Noir, or if we have to play with the Plump, which the basic idea of the deck is then still the same, which is to get a lot of materials under your cats so they have bonus effects that you can use to gain advantage, to win the game, and also to get into your big towers monster Purrely Noir. So we will have to see how that will work out over in Master Duel. We have found a game. Let's hop right over and let's hope that we don't get some disconnects, because even though this is a really cool platform, it suffers from some disconnects sometimes. So let's see. We have double My Friend Purrely, which is nice. This is the first card you basically want to grab from your Purrely, but let's start with the Sleepy Memory here. We activate Sleepy, which means we can now special summon from the deck by discarding. We don't need Nibiru, of course, so we now can go for the Purrely, which is basically always the first thing you want to go for, because this is a safe search where Purrely is just a excavate 3 and then take whatever you get. So we can just get the field spell, or we could also get a Purrely, because this is a special summon. Let's get a Purrely, so we have a normal summon here. We can then normal summon, just Purrely, activate this, excavate the top 3, look at the cards, and we get the field spell. That's nice, so we don't need to search the field spell with the My Friend Purrely. Then we activate the field spell, which protects our special summoned Purrely monsters from being targeted by card effects the turn they are summoned. And now we can rank up into Purrely Noir. So this is the core spell you want to get in this version of the deck to get to your Noir. The other spell that you would get if we don't get the full version is, I will show you in a moment, would be the Delicious Memory, which is at 1 in TCG. So we now have the Purrely Noir on the field, and the next thing we want to accomplish is to get material under it and also activate its effect to set the trap to our field. So in an ideal world, we want more Sleepy Memories, so we are taking 2 Sleepy Memories. As if you do not know, we can reveal 3 cards and then we can get 1 to hand. So if you have 3 of one of them in your deck, then you can obviously just get the card. If I reveal 3 Sleepy Memory, I will get a Sleepy Memory every time, though I already have one under my Noir. So I think the next best thing to get here at this point would be Delicious. We get another Sleepy, that's nice. Activate the Sleepy, then you have to chain here this effect. This allows you thrice per turn to attach a quick play spell to this. And now we can also, this is the effect of Noir, and that's why Noir is so great, we can set the trap. So if we attach something to the Noir, we can set the trap, and we can do this multiple times per turn. And now obviously we can also use the effect of the quick play spell to summon another Purrely. Keep in mind that this is not once per turn, so you can summon multiple Purrelys, but you can't summon multiple Purrelys. You can, but you won't get the effect again. We are hitting the Delicious, which this is quite nice. We can now get this under here. Now we can go Princess Sprite, which is basically using this material to get another look at our deck. If we hit a spell card, then we can get it to hand. Nice, we get it to hand. Then now we could activate this. We chain once again to get this under this as material. Then we can set another trap, which of course we don't. We will do that. Why wouldn't we? We have to target something which can't be destroyed this turn, I think, and then we can special summon. We have a Purrely left, right? So we will special summon, get rid of the book, the last Purrely, to look at the next 3 cards of our deck. I want to keep the Ash because it's a nice interruption. Oh, we get the Sleepy Memory. That's nice, though. How often Yeah, we can add this. We have added 2 times now. So we can once again, we activate this and we once again put this under this. Though at this time we don't want to special summon and discard a card because we have used our 3 Purrelys and our 1 Purrely effect for this turn, so it doesn't make any sense to summon now, so we decline that. We only wanted to activate it to get it under this as material. And what you will see now is basically the draw 6 on our opponent's turn. So we could go now and make an X Purrely Noir because we have 5 materials under this. But with the trap here, we are also able to draw 6 on our opponent's turn. Sometimes I mess this up here. We can also now activate Field Spell to get another material under this. Let's go for Pretty Memory, which will allow us next turn to attach a card of our opponent's field to this. So okay, now let's do this. I always misclick here for some reason. We draw, and now I don't want to activate this. Now I want to activate this again, draw 1 card. I don't want to change something. This is on effect resolution, so it asks me on effect resolution of drawing the card, do you want to do something? No, this comes now. This is on effect resolution. Okay. So we can draw again. We have drawn 3 times. And now we want to activate the Yeep, which allows us to rank up this into the X Purrely Noir. Every material will be under the new card. And now we can once again, no, we don't want to do this. We want to activate this one, draw 1 card. This is the draw 6 combo that you can see here. No, yes, draw 1 card. And once again, we could activate this. No, draw 1 card. So we have drawn 6 now, as you can see right here. And we have the X Purrely Noir with 7 materials. So this is what you want to do. If we would need to do the combo with the E Purrely Plump, then we would do it a different way, because then, and he now goes for Lightning Storm. That's fine. Goes for my set cards, I guess. That's totally okay. Let him go for this. Doesn't make a difference because he has to get over this. This is unaffected. We can just ash this, I guess. We can just ash this. And now for the cost of 2 materials, detaching from this, we can send a card of the field or from the graveyard back to the deck. You can use you can send. Okay, so let's just send this back to the deck. You always want to keep your level 1 under here because this enables this to be a quick effect. Let's get these back because I want to keep the Delicious memory, because Delicious makes this have a lot of attack, because you get 300 attack and defense for each material, and I want to keep this one because I can use this next turn to attach cards of my opponent to this as material. Keep in mind though, this is important, that if you make this with the trap card, then at the end of the next turn, this will go back into the extra deck. So keep that in mind. You have to make a Zeus, or other option, you have to use all the material to send stuff back. So he activates destroy as many. I can't really do, this has 5 materials still, right? So it's unaffected still. Yeah, as you can see, still unaffected because I have still 5 materials. So, and obviously he only could now kaiju this. Does he add a kaiju to his hand with this? Let me read this. Destroy as many, but they cannot change. If I'm doing Memphis, except this card, you can. Okay. So, alright, that's fine with me. Let's just do nothing here. I want to have this unaffected still. Though obviously next turn I would then start using the material from this. And detaching, and now it makes sense to detach the Sleepy memory, because I can only activate Sleepy on his next standby phase, which is a long time to come. I think he goes end phase now. Okay, play next round. He gives up, gives us the next round. We are going second now, so maybe he will even let us go first if he has some kaiju stuff. I'm not even sure what I wanted to put in here. I guess we put in the imperms, and I put out some of the books, to be honest. And then we will just see whether he lets us go first or second. So the difference with Plump versus the Noir, which you have seen right now, is that if we get only first and second wave, which it seems to be the way, we will use the Plump for the same thing that we basically did right now. Plump has the effect that when we have summoned the Plump, we can activate the effect. once per turn, once on our turn and then once on the turn of our opponent. And then we can add 2 spells or traps from either graveyard to the plump as material. Obviously, or most efficiently would be to add more Purrely quick play spells, but it doesn't really matter. You can also add other stuff. So the idea is to get our plump to 5 materials on our turn and then rank up into the X Purrely Noir. That is because we can't guarantee that we also get the trap. So with the E Purrely Noir, the thing we just made on our first turn, the new card that we will possibly not get in the first or second wave because it's a third wave card, we are able to just set the trap from deck, which this we cannot do if we only have the plump, because plump cannot set from the trap from deck. This is only the E Purrely Noir, right? So then we would use the plump to amass material, but because we can't guarantee to get the trap, then we would make the X Purrely Noir on our turn, which has advantages and disadvantages. Obviously, the disadvantage is we cannot do the draw 6 that we just did. The advantage is that our opponent cannot interrupt us on the draw phase. So, for example, if we have the E Purrely Noir here with a lot of materials, yeah, and we go into his turn, he could then on draw phase just book this thing, and then we can't draw 6, then we have to rank up immediately. The other advantage is that the X Purrely Noir will not go back into the extra deck because we didn't made it with the trap. Okay, so let's start here. We have the My Friend already, that's quite nice. So let's just go Purrely here, activate effect. Let's see if we can get this. And the next best thing that you can get is we have normal summoned already. We have our My Friend Purrely, which is always the best one to get. So in the case of only having plump, you could now grab the trap, but we don't need to because we can set it. This is the good thing about the new card. So we can get the field spell here, which this is nice. This protects us and also gives us more material. We activate field spell here. And now this is basically a dead card, the Purrely, because we can't normal summon her anymore. Go My Friend, activate My Friend. We now want our Sleepy, so we go Sleepy, Sleepy, Sleepy. We get Sleepy to hand guaranteed. We activate Sleepy, so we get it engraved to be able to get it to our hand. We can get rid of 1 triple tactics here. Summon 1 Purrely, effect of Purrely to reveal 3, 2, 3. We can now add our Pretty Memory, and now you want to rank up. So you could obviously activate Pretty Memory now. It doesn't make any sense. We want to rank up here, so we get the Sleepy under this and have our Noir ready in defense position. And now it would be nice to upgrade this into the Beauty, because Beauty is our negation. So we could get a negate on the field right now if we wanted to, but then our turn would be over and we want to set the trap, so we activate this. We activate this to put this under this as material. You can do this thrice per turn, remember. Now we can set the trap, which this is the good thing about this. We can get the trap for free, multiple times, by the way. And yes, we want to special summon, get rid of the Purrely, get the last Purrely that we have in deck, activate Purrely's effect, and then excavate top 3. We have hit the My Friend Purrely, which we can't really use this turn. Now we can make, same thing as last time, make the Princess Sprite, so maybe we will be able to grab another quick play spell or another spell if we can hit it. Okay, we have hit nothing, so you can see this board is way worse than the one we had last turn. We only have 3 materials under this. Keep in mind that we will get another material from the field spell, another Sleepy Memory, so we can draw 4 on our opponent's turn. Put this on manual, end phase, activate this here to get another Sleepy under this as material. So on our opponent's standby phase in a moment, we can now effect draw 1. And now I have to check again. Okay, no, yes, we want to activate this, draw 1. And now this not, yes. Okay, now we have to rank up this into the X Purrely Noir. Keep in mind that if you do not use the trap to rank up, you need 5 materials, otherwise you can't do it, okay? With the trap, you can basically also rank this up if this only has 1 material, right? So, yeah. And by the way, I will talk about this in a moment once we have drawn. The thing you can activate here is the trap. The trap can return 3 Purrely monsters in your graveyard to your deck, which this is quite nice, and you also need this because if you have used up your Purrelys, then you have a problem because you need them to rank up, so you have to put them back into your deck. We put this back on auto because now we have drawn. As you can see, our hand is back to full and we have an X Purrely Noir, which has 5 materials, is unaffected right now, and we can spin back 2 cards to the deck. He has Kaiju, we have already seen that. Goes Kaiju, and if an XYZ leaves the field, we can then special summon or we can, it's not a can effect, we then special summon a level 1 Purrely monster from deck or grave, and we can also, and this is the good thing about my friend Purrely, which is one of the strongest cards in the deck, activate this and get up to 3 different Purrely quick play spells from the graveyard to the hand. So we can get a Sleepy and a Pretty, because 3 different ones, right? So we have stuff for our next turn. Then we can also get Purrely. The other one doesn't make that much sense. We can excavate top 3 and can get a Pretty to our hand, which this is nice. So you can see our hand is full for next turn, if we survive this, of course. But we have an Ibiru, so why wouldn't we? And yeah, this is the power of my friend Purrely, which is definitely the strongest card. If you want to destroy something against this deck, you should always destroy my friend Purrely. Let's just use this right now to put back this, and we could also put back a Noir, which this is quite nice, because this has the other effect that it has the quick effect when it has this as material to discard 1 card and then spin 2 cards on our opponent's field back to his hand. Obviously, this is not useful on our first turn because there are no cards on our opponent's board, but this can be useful on the second turn to break his board, right? So he has this Ancient Warrior stuff, which, to be honest, I'm not sure what this deck is supposed to do, so I just let him do his plays. We can talk more about Purrely. So, as I already said, we would do it with the Plump. Cool thing about Plump is that you can also use this on our opponent's turn to attach more material to this. So, it's all about attaching material. And then if you want to kill your opponent, then the most important card that you have is the Purrely Happiness, which we will talk about in a moment. What can we activate here? The nip. We can now nip. Okay, what is this? Let's just nip. I don't want to read this right now. I'm just going to nip here. I think this is just game, I guess. Look at this token. Oh, this destroys something or what? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Oh, end phase. Okay. So what we now want to do here is we in an optimal world, let's just start with the Sleepy here. So we need another Purrely card on the field so we can rank up, right? So we discard something, we don't need our imperm, we can't activate it. We take the Purrely because I want to rank up from hand at this point. Activate this effect, of course. Excavate top 3. We hit my friend Purrely, yet we get this to hand. You need to hit a spell here, or a trap, not the monster. And now we can rank this up. And what we can do now here, I just want to show you this. This won't be enough to kill him, but we can... Exactly, Happy Memory. So Happy Memory allows us to go into happiness. Like this combo I'm not super familiar with, so bear with me here. So the thing is that for every Happy Memory attached to this can make a bonus attack on a monster. So the thing, we can't attack into this, right? So wait, let me read this. I have to read some cards here, because... Yeah, the problem is now... Wait, this does... Okay, we have to do it a different way. Let's activate Pretty Memory here. We want to attach this as material because... Wait. This allows us... Now we attach this. We want to special summon because we have more Purrelys in. We have to discard. We can get rid of my friend Purrely. Purrely. We haven't activated Purrely's effect. Activate Purrely's effect. And then we grab ourselves the trap, I guess. Now we can, in theory, rank up. What can we rank up into? Sleepy. I want to rank up Beauty, I guess. So activate Beauty. We once again chain to get more material under this. We don't want to special summon from deck now because we have already used this and we don't have more Purrelys in deck. So now I can rank up into... Oh, I have... Oh, my bad. I have activated the effect, and that's right. Oh, maybe we can kill him. Wait. So we can bounce this now. I would need Delicious Memory to give these cards more attack. Where is Delicious Memory? It's in the deck, right? Okay. Wait, I really have to... Once per turn, you can send 1 other card you control to the graveyard, then target 1 card your opponent controls. I can't target this because this is a token. Interesting. Let's spin the token back. We discard... Not the trap. Can discard this, pin this back. Oh yeah, should have discarded my friend Purrely. You can see I'm not... With the second turn, I'm not that familiar, I have to say. Can activate this now to search. I mean, we will win the game. Oh, we want Delicious Memory. We want the Delicious Memory, but obviously we can't guarantee getting it. So let's go happy, happy, delicious. We get delicious, that's nice. Have I added thrice? No. So I can activate this now, chain this to add this to this card. We don't want a special summon, and you can see because I now have, no, I now have delicious under this. This has more attack, right? We can go battle phase now, attack. So we won't kill in this. Oh, I should have acted. Yeah, now we can activate. Sorry, guys. But if this in each time in damage calculation, you can activate this and add a quick play spell to your hand, which this is quite nice if you can attack opponent's monsters multiple times with happy memory. So you can go happy memory, you can attack, search another happy memory, attack again, search another happy memory, attack again, search another happy memory, or another quick play spell. So you can see how happiness is able on your opponent's turn, on your turn if your opponent went first, to add a lot of material. So now we can once again add material, though keep in mind that, and you can also then, when this has battled, halve the attack of one of your opponents or our own monsters, which you can see how we can kill our opponent in one turn. So no, we are going to main phase 2 now. We could activate this to get this under the Noir, but I think, yeah, we can do this. Why not, right? We can't use this anymore because we have done this thrice per turn already. Get this under this. We don't want to special summon here. And then we overlay this for the Purrely Noir, which now we have a Noir with a lot of attack, as you can see, and a lot of material. We set our book. We can set the Yeep, because in theory, we can also... Oh no, we only have one Noir. Okay, so the Yeep is basically useless, but that's all right. End phase, we activate this treat here. We get more material under this here. We can get another Sleepy from the graveyard. Once again, we go manual here, let him go to his standby phase, draw one, and we only have one, yeah, we only have one Sleepy, but we can activate this to draw another, and now this is our, these are our draws, so obviously this should be game. I mean, he has Kaijus, right? But still, he is missing a lot of cards. Oh, I have missed, by the way, my friend Purrely. I should have activated this at this moment. My bad here. But it's okay. We can now summon a Purrely. And yeah, he surrenders. We win the duel. Let's hop into another one. You can see this deck is really fun, but it's also really complicated because there are a lot of things that work together here. And it's definitely a deck that you will have to play a lot of, that you will have to learn all the different interactions that the deck has. Let's see how we can do on our going second turn. And obviously you can always go into Zeus, and this is a deck that can make Zeus pretty easily, obviously. Okay, against Sword Soul, because one Purrely to rank up into, I don't know, something here would already be enough to go into the Zeus. You don't even need two monsters, which in basically every other deck you need two monsters to make an XYZ and then continue into your Zeus line. We unfortunately have nothing to interrupt our opponent here, so he will make a full Sword Soul board and we will see if we can battle through this or if we can play through this. Keep in mind, I'm not the biggest Purrely expert at the moment, but we are learning, guys. We are learning. We have the pretty memory, which allows us to attach something. So every quick play spell basically has a bonus effect that is granted to the monster that has the quick play spell attached to it. This, for example, says once per turn you can send one other card you control to the graveyard, then target one card your opponent controls and attach it to this card as material, which this is quite nice to break the board. Or, for example, Delicious, we already talked about this, gains 300 attack and defense for each material attached to it. So a Purrely XYZ gains 300 attack defense for every material once it has Delicious memory under it, okay? And then the XYZs here, they have bonus effects when they have the card attached to them that belongs to them. So, for example, the Beauty here, once per turn you can target one effect monster your opponent controls, negates its effect until the end of this turn. And this is a quick effect if this card has Purrely Pretty memory as material. And then every little one has the same effect here up to thrice per turn when you activate a Purrely quick play spell. You can attach that card on the field to this, and then they have a bonus effect. Then you can change the battle position of one monster your opponent controls. This is the bonus effect. The bonus effect of the Noir is then you can set one Purrely trap directly from your deck, okay? So everyone has a bonus effect. So I have missed, I think he has added the Sword Soul Destruction card, so we assume that this is the card that he has added. We can start with the Purrely to bait out some negates. You can start here. We will have to see whether we can break this. He goes for this, that's fine. This negates every effect, right? Choose one monster. There's also a card that protects cards from other cards. So we could go My Friend Purrely now, but I guess he will. So this is the card that he's most likely to destroy, basically. Could already rank up here. Let's go My Friend first. Let's see if he barons this or if he destroys this with the Sword Soul Blackout. It would be okay. He negates it. That's nice. Negates and destroys. So. Okay, we don't have the quick play spell that protects a card, so we have to let this go. Okay. So now there's the destruction left, right? Let me think about this. Pretty, we could go pretty, but then again, I guess I have to summon more first. Let's start with Sleepy here. We go Sleepy. So we want to get our Purrely to the field, to get our safe search. This has negated the activation, right? So we could get another My Friend Purrely. Blah, blah, blah. You negate the activation because... Okay, he books this. That's crazy, but that's okay. So book is also gone. Then I think there's only Blackout left. We can get rid of one pretty memory here and then summon this one. So I think this targets, right? So what we can do... Oh no, he can just destroy the field spell then. Wait, I have to read this. So this negates activation, right? And then it says you can only use each effect. So I should be able to... Because he has destroyed this on activation, which is definitely a mistake. So this should be able to be activated again if I'm not mistaken here. Yeah, that's right. He should have negated this. Not the activation, but the effect of the card. Then I think... what do we want to get here? I think we want to get Happy Memory to attack stuff. Happy, I guess? Getting Happy. So I'm assuming this is Blackout. So we could now rank up into Beauty and into Sleepy. So that we could do, right? So we could bounce back something. Let's try this. Let's make Sleepy here, rank up into the Noir, and now Noir, for a discard, enables us to send cards back to his hand. What do I want to discard here is the question. I think Pretty. We will return this one and this one to the extra deck. This should be Blackout. Okay, then I have not really paid attention. It's not Blackout then. Okay. What do we want to do next? See, it's pretty hard. We need another Purrely on the field, right? So we have to summon again. Let's do this. Because I have not used Purrely's effect to rank up, and you know, we can attach now. We will attach this. Now we can also set the trap, which this is nice. We will do that. And now this is not, don't be confused by the send to the grave. This is just worded wrong here in the program. We get this. Now we basically have to hit here, which is, I guess, not the best. Okay, we go Pretty. Okay. Happy. So we can rank up into... We can rank up into Happiness. That's nice, I guess. Though, what does this even accomplish? Wait, I have to read this first. We rank up into Happiness, and then the thing is that we can't attack into this, right? Is there a Pretty... We would need a Pretty memory under this to attach... but we can't. I think I've played this a bit wrong. I should have kept the Pretty at some point. You can have the attack of a monster. Okay, up to twice many. At the end of the damage step. So this will get this... Though, if we destroy this, we get these back to hand. Oh yeah, we can do this. Wait, I'll show you a cool play that you can do. I hope this works. So we rank this up into a Happy. Then we can now go Battle Phase. Attack here. This will get destroyed. we can activate this to add another thing, and then we can activate My Friend Purrely to add back delicious, pretty, and happy. And now, because at the end of the damage step, we can also get another card to our hand, which we can now go for. We go for Sleepy. So what I want to do here is I want to get a pretty under this, so I can take this as material, right? So we activate this. And yeah, of course, we can thin out our deck even more. That works. And now we can, this should work. I can special summon. How many Purrelys have I used? I think there's one left, right? Or am I mistaken here? Oh yeah, there is one left. Nice. Okay. So what you can always do, you can always crash your XYZs, so you can get back your 3 quick play spells from your My Friend Purrely, which is amazing. Why can't I activate the Purrely Pretty Memory? Once per turn, you can send one other card you control to the graveyard, then target one card your opponent controls, attach this card as material. I'm not sure why I can't activate this right now, because this was the plan. I'm a bit confused here, not gonna lie. You can get another material to this. Do not want to special summon here. Why isn't this working? This confuses me. And I also, because I'm in battle phase, that's why. Oops. Okay, so activate this effect, then we can send to the graveyard this here, and then attach this as material. So now, and we have to Sleepy under this, so we could just Yeep next turn. And we can still rank up into another Happy, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. So we will just pass over here, and on our opponent's standby phase, we can, no, not draw phase, no, yes. Draw 1, no, yes, draw 1. We have an Ash, that's nice. Now we want to rank up into the X Purrely, which now we have a lot of materials under this. Wow, this is a lot of materials. And then this one. Okay, so see, this is what sometimes happens here. Sometimes I make the mistake of activating this, and for some reason, I'm not quite sure why, I don't get the draw 1 effect here, which is pretty bad, because now I needed to use my materials here, which, let's get rid of the sword. So this goes back to the bottom of the deck, by the way. So I will stop doing this now, because I'm not quite sure how this this is just me understanding the program incorrectly. Normally I would have been able to draw 2 again, but I had this once, or I had this a few times that I made this mistake, that I wanted to activate the draw effect, but I somehow activated the send something back effect. This is fine, just keeping the X Purrely Noir here. This is still unaffected, keep in mind, and we still can send 2 times back to the deck, and also we have an Ash. And we have the trap, which we can then replenish. We can Ash this, so that's fine. Yeah, we can just Ash this. Now we have 2 spins. Keep in mind this was made with the trap, so next turn at the end phase we will get this back to the extra deck. What you could do here, if we would have a My Friend Purrely, next turn we could just use this, use all this material, and then yeah, we could crash it, so My Friend Purrely gives us back 3 quick play spells. Nothing we can do here, that's alright though. We can send whatever back to the deck, that's fine. He goes Tire, that's okay. Normal summon Tire, we spin Tire back to the bottom of the deck. Yeah, we now go keep this under this all the time. We can get rid of this and this, and back to the bottom of the deck. Now we are no longer unaffected, of course, but doesn't really matter. We're going into end phase, that's nice. We're activating the Yeep, because I will put back this, and the Noir here. Yes. So now we have to use up our X Purrely Noir, otherwise it will be lost. I mean, we have won the game, he just didn't realize it. Let's get the field spell, that's nice. Field spell is always nice, and then we can activate the field spell. We can rank up into... can also rank up into the negate. Let's get negate here. So now we can negate on our opponent's next turn. We have an Ash. We reposition this. happy memory. We can... Do I want to attach this to the beauty? Then again, maybe I want to get rid... Yeah, I will do this differently. Let's get this under beauty here. So it has more materials. Then we can protect this and then special summon another. So I'm getting rid of the ash. Maybe that's a mistake. I'm not sure. You could argue about this. I guess the ash is the safer play in the end. Okay, I miss here, though this is a miss basically. It's okay. Then we go battle phase, attack. So if our opponent doesn't have monsters on the field, you can see we cannot really kill him quickly. That we have to keep in mind. And now I will overlay this, which I can't. I can't overlay this with the download. So overlay this with the Zeus. Now we have the biggest Zeus we have ever seen. Okay, no, it's just a 4 material Zeus. Forget what I'm saying. And end phase. So we have Zeus, we have the negate, and we can obviously still do this to get more material under this. We will get a sleepy memory from grave. And now we can draw a card in our opponent's standby phase with the sleepy memory. Which this is always nice, right? Who doesn't like to draw cards? We have a negate, we have the Zeus. And yeah, from this point on we just somehow have to win the game. Do we have both traps here? No. Because trap is able to get us back our little cats into the deck, which this is important. Oh, this would have been a great ash. Yeah. We can just do that. We can't stop it. It's okay. We can negate whatever comes here. Though we can also... Yeah, you can get the big Sword Soul guy, and that we cannot stop. Okay, goes Tire. That's fine. I don't want to activate something. Goes effect. I negate. And then should be game. I think he can just give up. It's over. I think. In my opinion. Do we have a... Okay, we have an Purrely Noir left. So, goal on our next turn is to make another big Noir. I will just get... We can now get... I will just put... Okay. Because what I would have done now is put the delicious memory under it. Okay, he just scooped and gave us the game. So, next thing I would have done here is to get... just to talk about this for a few seconds. Next thing I would have done here is to get Delicious under this with the field spell at the end, so this would have had more attack. And then we could have continued to put more material under this next turn, so to basically go into another Purrely Noir. So yeah, I think 2 best of 3s are enough here. The video should not be too long. I hope you liked it. I hope you are interested in the deck. I must say I really like the deck. It's quite complicated, and I tend to always like the complicated ones, so you can learn some things, you can get better. So as you see, there are a lot of effects that you have to keep in mind. Also keep in mind that every quick play spell has another first effect that says, for example, this one, each player gains 1,000 life points. Then you can apply the following effect. This, for example, says choose 1 card on the field, and until the end of the next turn, the first time it would be destroyed by card effect, it is not destroyed. So this also means that you can't activate this card if you don't have a card on the field. Or, for example, this card, which is important if you want to kill your opponent, the Delicious Memory. So choose 1 monster on the field, and until the end of the next turn, it cannot be destroyed by battle. So what you can do is you choose an opponent's monster in attack position, and then it cannot be destroyed by battle. And then with your happiness and a lot of pretty happy memories attached to it, you can attack multiple times into the monster that cannot be destroyed by battle. And every time you attack, you can add another quick play spell, so another happy memory, so you can attack again, and also halve the attack of one of your opponent's monsters. So this is how you can kill your opponent with the happiness if you want to. And if your opponent only has a monster in defense position, then you can also, if you can, get the beauty to the field, because the beauty says up to thrice per turn, when you activate a Purrely quick play spell, you can attach that card on the field to this card as material, and then you can change the battle position of one monster your opponent controls. So if you only has a defense monster, you can attach something to this, and then you can also change battle position, which this is quite fun. So I hope you liked it. If you liked it and want to support the channel, please consider subscribing, hit the thumbs up and also the notification bell. This helps me out a lot, and we will see each other in the next one.